Welcome to the Fishbowl with Jade. Thank you for being here. I don't take your presence lightly, truly, because time is something you can never get back. So the fact that you're choosing to sit with me for a moment means something. Now go ahead and put on your scuba gear because today we're diving deep. Now, wait a minute. Let me ask you something. At what point does support stop feeling like support and start feeling like something else? I want to read something to you. And this comes from someone we're going to call Fred. And yes, Fred gave me permission to share this. Fred says, I'm an entrepreneur, but more specifically, I'm a romance author. I write for women. My audience is women. I've been building my platform, and support means everything. Recently, I gained what you would call a super supporter. She promotes my books, shows up to my events, posts my work. She really pushes what I'm building. From my perspective, it's all love, all business. But my girlfriend is uncomfortable. I don't see harm, I see support. But to her, it feels different. It's not just business, it's another woman being very present, very vocal, and very consistent when it comes to me. So now I'm stuck. Am I wrong for accepting the support? Should I create boundaries, even if nothing inappropriate is happening? Is this about trust, or am I overlooking how this looks and feels to my partner? Now let's sit in that for a second, because this is where psychology and reality collide. Perception is reality. It doesn't matter what you meant. It matters how it feels to the person connected to you. And for a lot of women, consistency equals intention. It's not just that she supports you, it's how often she shows up, how loudly she shows up, how visible she is when it comes to you. So now the question becomes, why is she this invested? Because support becomes questionable when it feels consistent, selective, and emotionally charged, even if no line has technically been crossed. Now, let's be clear, this isn't just emotional, this is also business. Support converts, it turns into clicks, sales, visibility, and growth. But what happens when the loudest cheerleader isn't the one you go home to? What happens when the same energy building your brand is the same energy creating tension in your relationship? Now, let's talk about his audience because this part matters. Fred writes romance for women. So women are not just part of his audience, they are his audience. And when women connect with a story, when we feel something, we don't just support, we ride, we recommend, we repost, we come back. But the same women who will build you up are the same ones who can quietly step back, and that shift can change everything. Not loudly, but intentionally. Now, socially, visibility is currency, and energy communicates whether you say anything or not, because what looks like support on the surface can feel like something else underneath. Now, fella, hear me clearly. You may see business, but your partner sees access to your time, your attention, your space, and whether you intend it or not, that matters. And ladies, let me ask you directly. Would you be comfortable with another woman showing up for your man like that? Consistently posting him, promoting him, being present, even if he said it's just business? Or would something in your spirit say, now wait a minute, because this isn't just about trust, it's about boundaries, respect, and awareness. You can be right in your intentions and still wrong in your execution. Fred, if you're listening, you're not wrong for appreciating support, but you would be wrong if you ignore how that support is impacting your relationship, because growth should never come at the cost of emotional security. And sometimes leadership sounds like, I see what this looks like, and I'm going to honor how it feels. So maybe the real question isn't, is she doing too much? Maybe it's, are you allowing too much without defining what's appropriate? Because sometimes it's not about what's happening. It's about what it looks like and what it feels like to the person who's supposed to matter most. Thank you for sitting in the bowl with me. Now let's come back up to the surface, take a breath, decompress. And if this made you think, question, or reflect, then we did exactly what we came here to do. Until next time, stay classy, stay curious, and stay ever evolving.